welcome to Walks with Moss. Today we are going to be walking up a logging road in a Port Blakely tree farm. There's a really cool viewpoint up here I just discovered last week. We'll go there at the very end of the hike. For now though, we're going to explore these roads. It looks like I can make a loop. And I think we're only going to go 4 miles today because I'm kind of tired. I had a really busy week last week and I just don't feel up to a great big hike today. Anyway, it should be interesting. We're kind of still staying out of the mountains because there's a lot of snow in the mountains. But sadly, there's no mushrooms in the tree farms, so the hikes just aren't as interesting to me for now. Maybe we should go hiking again, but my fridge is full of food. I don't feel like dealing with fish at the moment. My last video I recorded, I haven't even put it together yet because it was just another logging road hike. Just not that interesting. Not sure if I should even bother posting it. Maybe I will though. I'm still 2 weeks ahead on my videos. Hopefully something interesting happens on this hike and it'll be entertaining. There's some big old growth stumps back there. So let's go do some exploring, see if we can make a loop and see if we can find a little lake and then head up to a viewpoint and have a nice lunch. We are at a crossroads and my old map shows if we go out this way, we can make a loop and end up right back here where we started. We'll see. A lot of times the maps aren't terribly accurate on these logging roads. They're not really that well mapped out, and my GPS map is from 1958, so it's got closed roads. But I'm actually using Topo GPS on my phone today, and it's got a more updated map. So let's see if we go down here, can we do a loop and end up right back here again. Do it this way. I'm going to grab some kind of fresh looking salal leaves here to put in my thermos full of hot water. I have really started enjoying salal leaves. When I open the thermos after these have steeped for a while, I can smell a berry-like essence, which is really pleasant to me. So I'm going to crumple these up and put them in my thermos. It's amazing I've only just discovered salal. I think it's really overlooked. This will have all of my hike to steep until lunchtime, and it should be good by then. So far it's looking like our loop route is going to work out. Although this road here is getting really overgrown. We'll see if it connects up or not. We've wandered into a recent clear cut. This does not seem to be that good of a year for witch's butter, not like last year where I was finding so much. It looks like this area was burned maybe 2 years ago and it's been replanted. It might be worth checking out these burn pits for morels in a couple of months here. Also, kind of exciting news, I've ordered a maple syrup kit and I'm going to try making some maple syrup this year. I found a source of maple trees and hopefully the kit comes in time for me to do some maple syruping. Bella sure is a good companion. She inspires me to get out even on days when I really don't feel like getting off the couch, because I know she needs her exercise. This road definitely looks like it might end before it completes a loop, but if it does, we'll just head cross country off the road to complete our loop. One way or another, we are going to make a loop today. There's kind of an interesting sight over here. There's a massive blackened old growth stump, and growing out of the old growth stump is a second growth stump. I think this really proves to illustrate that, ooh, turkey tails. Anyway, I think this really proves to illustrate that the old growth is not going to come back. There's our old growth stump right there. Can't tell for sure what it was. Probably Douglas fir. And then here's a stump growing out of it, which is cedar. I'm not even sure why they cut the cedar, because they're not really milling cedar at the local mills, but they took it. Anyway, down here as I was going in, I think I found a turkey tail. Let's take a look. Oh, maybe not, because it's Douglas fir. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's turkey tail, and I don't know why I thought Douglas fir would mean not turkey tail. So please stop, Bella, please stop. Okay, some turkey tails to take home. Oh, not that one, yuck. Yeah, and then these, I'm not sure what these are, because they're thicker and spongier than a turkey tail. So I don't think they're turkey tail, but they do have pores. Huh, it's a mystery. Well, these are not in very good shape. I guess I probably won't be taking any of these home. Maybe I'll pop this one right here in my tea with my salal leaves, but that's it. Look at all the foxglove getting ready to grow here. I should come back here during foxglove season. Yeah, there's kind of a reasonable turkey tail there. Oh, there's some deer. Oh. And there's a Springer Spaniel. And they are no longer called Canis domesticus. They are now called Canis lupus familiaris. Here's that other bracket fungus, Sterium or something like that. Oh no, this one has gills. Okay, so this is that other one that has a name that sounds kind of like a picnic, and I can remember that because I had it growing on my picnic table once. Okay, I think we have to go this way. Let's see what does the map say. And this way is not looking all that great. Oh boy, I think this is heading into a wetland, and it might be really difficult to get through here. We'll find out. We've got a baby hemlock and some baby Douglas fir growing up in the middle of the road, which means this is definitely not a used road anymore. Those could make nice Christmas trees. They've been pruned. Oh boy. This might end up being impassable. I think I hear a creek. We might not be able to do a loop at all. Build logging roads a little different now. They used to build them over these creeks and through these wetland areas, so they're still all on the maps, but they've mostly been decommissioned and they're building the roads a little bit differently now. This is not the first time I've run into this situation where I thought I could make a loop and actually ended up going through a wetland. We were definitely on the right route anyway. Let's see what happens. We found the creek, and I'm not wearing my waterproof boots, but I'm pretty sure I can find a way to get over this with dry feet. And it's looking more like I might actually be able to make it through here too. Oh good, that rock isn't moving. Yay! Made it across the creek. I can see clear cut just on the other side there. So I'm pretty sure now that we are going to be able to make this loop here today. Looks like this creek only flows in the winter during the rainy season. Here almost all of our rain comes in the spring, winter, and fall, and hardly ever in the summer. In fact, in the summer here in the greater Seattle area, we get less rain than Phoenix does. I was kind of shocked when I went to New Zealand in the summer and it was raining every day. I'm like, is this really summer? And my friend I was visiting was like, yeah, it rains in the summer. Duh. Well, not where I was born and raised. It doesn't rain in the summer. Okay, which way did we want to go here? All right, we want to continue straight. It's getting rougher and rougher all the time, but I'm still feeling kind of optimistic that we can get through here. There's a red-belted conch, Fomatopsis mountsiae, what it's called nowadays. Another little creek to cross, but again, no problem. No problem at all getting across this. Yeah, it looks like maybe this little alder tree's been scratched up by an animal. Maybe a cougar or something marking its territory down here. This is kind of a cool little area. Maybe a good place to come back and pick salmon berries later in the year. Not that I would really go out of my way for salmon berries. They're not that great. I mean, I'm happy to eat them when I see them, but I wouldn't probably try to pick enough to make jelly out of. We've made it to another crossroads. This way will complete my loop, and this way will, I think, head down to a little lake that I saw when I was on a hill up there this week. Let's go this way for a little bit and see what we can find. I think I see where the lake is going to be, right down there, but I don't have much confidence that we are actually going to be able to get there. We'll just go to the end of this road and then we'll know for sure. This road has definitely been decommissioned, most likely because it's leading down to a lake. Fingers crossed that this road goes all the way down to the lake and doesn't abruptly end. There's a big tree fell across the road down here. Here's a monster tree. I think it's just a Douglas fir. Being down here in the bottomlands, it could be a spruce, but it looks like Douglas fir. I can't see the needles very well. It's been down for a while, actually. Or it's been dead for a while. I think it fell quite recently, but it's been dead for a while. Oh boy, here we go. Down into a salmonberry thicket. This road is definitely getting dicier and dicier. This is not going to take us to the little lake that I saw. I think the little lake is over that way. We need to find a different way to get to that lake, I think. So time to turn around. I don't feel like doing a bunch of brush crashing today. Too tired. Been busy with basketball all week. It was the state tournaments. I was supposed to have the week off, but I didn't get it off because a couple of our basketball teams here locally made it to state. So I was photographing that instead of having a break. But I do have this week off, which is good because next week, going right back into it with soccer, baseball, and softball, spring sports. There is a massive cherry tree there, and there's no turkey tails growing on it. That's a good thing. I guess that means it's very healthy still. That's about as big as our cherry trees get. Here's some bryum moss growing up on the roadside. You see how the little green capsules, the sporophytes, nod downwards? That's a sign of it being a bryum. It's a really tiny moss. Let's try to zoom in on it a little bit there. There we go. Just growing out of the road there. There's only one bryum I can actually ID on site like this, so I won't try because this isn't it. Zoom out a bit so you can see how little it is. It blends right in. The sporophytes caught my eye though. We did it! We completed the loop! Yay! There aren't many places I find where I can do a loop hike, so it makes me happy when I do find one. It's starting to rain. Having second thoughts about having lunch up at the lookout, but maybe the rain will ease off. I don't think there's any trees up at the lookout, so I'm not sure if I can pitch my tarp and be dry and have a view. Oh well, let's go find out. Here we go. Bella went off in the wrong direction again. It's because we haven't been here very many times, just one other time. Our red alder trees are starting to bud out. Albus rubus. I don't know of any food use for alder. I do know that the indigenous people use the bark as a dye, as a red dye. So here's the catkins. I think these are the female part. And here's the cones. I think that's the male part. Alder's a pretty interesting tree because it's deciduous, but also coniferous. And it fixes nitrogen, so it can grow in really poor places with bad soil. We're getting close to the top now. I'm huffing and puffing. It's about, I don't know, 50 degrees, and basically 100% humidity. I see a trail right here, and I might try taking it on the way down because I have a feeling it's just going to go straight down to the road near where I'm parked. It's a motorcycle trail. Hopefully it doesn't go down onto someone's private property. I took a really, really wrong turn. I turned way too soon. So it's going to be a lot longer hike than I planned because I have to go back down to the main road and hike a ways before I get to the right turnoff. Darn. I drew this route out with Topo GPS, and I was following the route that I drew, but clearly I drew the route in the wrong place. Probably because the road I actually want to take might not even be on the map. Back down to the main road, and Bella was going the right way here. I was going the wrong way. It's okay though, it means I got more exercise. I need the exercise and I'm feeling so tired and unmotivated. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. We started to make another wrong turn. That was not the main road. We still have to go up here a ways to get to the main road. I'm just going to keep my eyes glued to Google Maps satellite view here until we find our way out. Even though I managed to get pretty turned around, we're not really in any danger of getting lost out here. I'm keeping two different track logs, one with my dedicated GPS unit and then another one with my phone. And if both of those failed, I could also look at my Google Maps satellite view. Now we're actually at the part where we closed our loop. Now we have completed our loop. We just made a couple of extra side quests up there. I gotta remember that 201 road. Wrong way. But here's our loop. We've done it. We've made our loop and we've done some side quests. Now, I want my lunch. I am so hungry. Bella, 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 what have you done? Let's see your mud. Let's see your mud. Oh my gosh. Bella, turn around, let everyone see what you did. What have you done? That's right, shake it all over me. What have you done? Okay, Bella is officially a happy Springer Spaniel because a muddy Springer Spaniel is a happy Springer Spaniel. She is filled with joy now. Bella is a very timid dog and she spends a lot of her time being afraid and anxious, but not when she's out here hiking. When she's out here, her prey drive kicks in, her instincts take over, and she's happy and she's living in the moment. This is so good for her to get her out like this. Isn't it, buddy? Hey, buddy, you having a good time? Come here, buddy. Come here. You're such a good dog. You're such a good dog. You are such a good dog. Now that we're back down to the gate and the car is within sight, now is the time to turn up the hill to go to the viewpoint. I guess I forgot about that. That's okay. These things happen when you're out here raw dogging ADHD for over 50 years. That's just my life. Welcome to my life. At last, we are on top of the correct hill. I know the GoPro won't do this view justice at all because it's got such a wide angle lens. And it's going to pick up hideous wind noises as well. There's the view. Now I got to turn it away from the view. Stop the wind noise. So, I might have lunch up here. I don't know. It's kind of windy, but the rain has stopped. It was a lot nicer the last time I was up here, that's for sure. I am so hungry. There's that lake we couldn't reach right down there. Maybe I should just hike on out of here. We'll see. We'll see. I could just put my raincoat on and not record any more audio. The video quality is going to be terrible in the wind. The raincoat will shield me from the wind. Maybe that's what I'll do. Cheers. I'm gonna sit here and have my noodles after all. I made a little rock wall to help keep the wind out, to protect my cooktop. I'm having ramen noodles with some peanut butter satay and Thai basil and chopped onion and bean sprouts for lunch today, and I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, this is quite a bit soupier than I wanted it to be, but it'll still be good. I'm gonna go ahead and add my bean sprouts and licorice basil and chopped onions. Since it's kind of a short hike today, may as well have some fresh food. Oh, this is going to be so good. Even if it wasn't good, it would taste good because I'm so hungry. Here we go. There's my hilltop lunch today. I can't wait to dig into this. Bella's on high alert. There was some kind of strange noise over there. I think we're alone up here though. I forgot, I've also got a little bit of lemongrass I've mixed in here. Okay, time to tuck into this. That way is north. I know that because that landmass in the distance is South Mountain, the southernmost mountain in the Olympics. So that way is north, and that way is west. And I think I could probably photograph some star trails up here. There will be very, very little light pollution out here. I can't see any houses. I know there are some down there, but mostly it's just tree farms. The town of Matlock will be over there somewhere. There'll be a few lights there, but mostly it's going to be very dark skies here. See, the prison is back that way, so it shouldn't be generating too much light pollution. Yeah, I might come back here one night when it's clear. Try to photograph some star trails. But for now, we're going back to the car. And when I get to the car, I'll save my track log and we'll see how many miles we went today. I've got my goal of basically 8 miles a week. We are done, and here's our totals. We went 4.7 phone miles and 4.42 actual miles. I don't trust phone miles because when I sit still, the phone keeps wandering back and forth, adding up distance I haven't gone. Or my GPS doesn't do that because I've set it not to do that. And then our elevation gain, according to the phone, we gained 366 feet. GPS I would have to look up later to figure out. So I'll save my track logs on both devices. So we made a little dent in our mileage goal for the week. We're just over halfway there. Definitely need to go on one more hike. Thank you for watching. I hope that this video wasn't too boring. It's going to be a little bit boring for a while, I'm afraid, because there's no mushrooms and there's too much snow to go in the mountains. But it'll pick up again soon. At least Bella's having fun. She never gets bored. Okay, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.